Okay, part two here. After the ladies dump Hannah's picture, you actually see Natalie jump in the middle of the pool. There's this pool bed that they have. And she's actually on the pool bed. It floats. It's this crazy thing. I've never seen anything before like it in my life. But Natalie decides she's going to give Flo a strip show. So she's slowly taking off her clothes on the bed, doing her thing in the middle of this pool. Flo is taking pictures, looking like that intense photographer thing going or whatnot. And sad part about it, two parts that was sad. One, Oxygen doesn't let us see any magic nipples, no scrumptious ass, or anything like that. It's just the way that shit goes. Secondly, Natalie's a tease, man. All day, man. And the sad part is, you see Natalie talking in one of those little interview things, and she's saying, Flo thinks she's going to get some, basically, but I'm not going to give her any. And it's always difficult dealing with a tease. I personally don't deal with them. I personally think that we should all filter teases out. And how do we filter out teases? We don't let them in. Period. Regardless, the next morning is the incident with Annie and the eggs. I'm not going to go into the argument too much about that. I'll just sit here and tell you that if you take a look at Annie's eyes while she's arguing with Natalie about that, you can see that she is getting pretty fed up with Natalie's shit. Maybe she's going to stand up for herself. Maybe she won't. There was another big incident that happened with cleaning. Now, all the ladies in the house were cleaning. There's this really good shot of Flo on her hands and knees scrubbing the floor, and you can kind of see down her shirt. Well, you'll see it. And if you haven't seen it, man, you should watch it, basically for that alone. Regardless, I guess Kate, instead of wanting to clean right then and there when everyone else was cleaning, she wanted to take a shower, chill out by the pool for a little bit, kind of relax for a little bit and do her thing. Sounds reasonable, right? Well, not to Natalie. Apparently, because everyone else is cleaning right then and there, she should be cleaning right then and there. I mean, it's not like they had a deadline or anything or someplace they had to go. Well, maybe they did, and with the editing, we just didn't get a chance to see it. Regardless, there's this scene where you see Natalie at the top of the stairs. I mean, all right, headlights shining, magic nipples just there. The thing about Natalie, man, she's in the car, the engine's on, and the headlights are fucking there, man. I swear to God, it's crazy. But she walks down the stairs to confront Kate or whatever the fuck it is they're arguing about. Kate's got this Windex in her hand. She goes to fucking squirt it at Natalie. Natalie takes the bottle, fucking throws it to the ground and breaks it, which in turn pisses Flo off. Flo is talking to Annie, this other scene, and you really see that Annie's got a nice pair. She brought the girls out. I'm not quite sure what kind of shirt it was she had on, but it was looking nice. And you actually see, these ladies look at each other's titties quite a bit. If you even go back to the first episode and see, I mean, they're always constantly checking each other out, which is interesting. But the fight between not Flo, but the fight between Natalie and Kate just gets heated up, and you actually see Kendra try and jump in to just squash it. It doesn't work, so I like Flo's answer. Flo says to the ladies, "You all need to just go inside, go to your rooms, and masturbate." Okay, and well, they're all sexually frustrated, and you begin to wonder if Oxygen had, a male there in the house, male such as myself. I'd be willing to actually help out some of those ladies out of their pro. Let's not lie, man. Probably all of them, because they're all right if you ask me. But regardless, they all do their thing or whatnot, and you go from there to Portia and Annie are driving around doing their thing, and you actually see that Portia is actually a really, really, really good person in some senses. I mean, they all are, all the ladies there. But, Portia admits that there were some things about Annie she really didn't like, and she was making fun of her or some shit. And she kind of, tries to make amends for it by telling Annie about it. And, the more and more I watch Portia, the more and more that I'm sad that she's going to be leaving the show. Because she really seems like she is a really, really, really good person. And not only that, man, she's got a banging ass fucking body, man, that I'm going to miss. I mean, she's running around the house in this episode with these dark blue and light blue striped, like little booty shorts. And I swear it's like a fucking blueberry from heaven. You just want to get the juice out that motherfucker. All right, let me stop. All right, the girls decide to go out again that night. Just after Natalie has a really bad conversation with her boyfriend, which I'm not really going to go into. What I will tell you, though, is that there's a picture of Darlene from season 2 on the wall, on the phone, inside the phone room. I'm hoping and praying they don't take Darlene's picture and throw that shit out. But if they do, it happens. Just ladies, remember, You know, these are your forefathers here, or foremothers, if you will. These were the bad girls who paved the way for y'all. So if you're going to act like you're not going to give a fuck, you know, imagine what may happen next season when they got your picture on the wall. You know, let's think about that shit, you know, for a little bit. But if you don't care, regardless, let's move on. The girls decide to go out to some bar. They're all kicking it, doing their thing, and everybody's having a great time. Kate was taking tequila shots or something off of Annie's neck, and, you know, when you think about it, you know, looking back on it, Annie's got a really nice fucking neck. I really wouldn't mind giving her a hickey or two. I'll tell you that much right now. Awkward moment. You see Kendra at the bar talking to some random guy, and she's telling this dude, you know, I hate being around women all day, every day. Well, Annie's right behind her, and here's the whole fucking thing, which is just, I mean, it's crazy, but, you know, regardless, it happens. Natalie's drunk. All the ladies are drunk. Natalie decides to go in the basement of the club or some shit like that, some type of sub-level, because she's really upset about the conversation she had with her boyfriend. And here's where you need to watch. Flo goes down to console her, yada, 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 the whole time rubbing on her leg and shit. Portia comes down, sits on the other side of Flo. You see it briefly. Flo's got her arm around Portia's hip. She's like, you know where the hip meets the ass? And she's kind of like, you know, got her hand right there so you can feel a little bit of ass, but not too much to say it's sexual harassment. Don't ask me how I know that. Regardless, after that, you know, Natalie can't take it anymore. She wants to go home, so Flo walks her out to the limo. They leave her out there. Flo comes back in to collect the rest of the ladies or whatnot. And you see Kendra drunk as shit. She gets into the limo. She's doing her thing in there. Kendra's one of those folks that the drunker she gets, you know, the more she moves like closer to you. So when her and Natalie are in the back of the limo talking, they start off like this, and then Kendra just slowly gets closer, and Natalie can't stand it. You know, Kendra's saying shit that Natalie just, doesn't want to hear. So she gets up and walks away. All well and good. Take a look as Natalie walks away. When Flo helps her down, what does she do? She cops another fucking feel. Flo, you think you slick. I be seeing you doing this little sneak grab shit, man. I'm taking notes. Trust me, man. I'm going to learn how to do this shit, too. Regardless, then there is the fight between Natalie and Kendra. Take a look at what Kendra said to Natalie before she got up to hit her. What did she do? She mocked her. She made fun of her. I used to have a serious anger problem myself, in the sense of, if you mocked me, that was the quickest way to get me pissed. And you see Natalie jump right up and pop her. You don't really get to see the hit, but, you know, everyone says that she hit her. You know, Natalie's ass was blocking the camera, which is not a bad thing. But, you know, it was blocking the camera. You really couldn't see it, but, you know, everyone says it happened, so we'll take their word at value there. Other than that, really not a whole lot happened. We should have known that Kendra wasn't going to kick Natalie out the house because of one thing and one thing only. You actually see every time Natalie goes to yell at Kendra about something, you know, in regards to this fight, Kendra's got to come back. When you're through with somebody, you're through, you're done, that's it, there's no more to it. So we're going to get ready to wind this down and tell you about one last thing. You see Kendra go, once Natalie's gone and she's out the house, you see Kendra in the shower stall with Amber. Why they were talking in the shower stall is fucking beyond me. I was thinking that they were going to make out or something, but I guess I was wrong on that one. So, ladies, you know, it was a missed opportunity there. Regardless, this has been Derek Nielsen's review of Bad Girls Club, Season 4, Episode 2. Y'all take her easy. Have one for me.